This week on WestfordCAT News, an historic tree in the town center may be facing the end of its life, and a fire rips through a popular restaurant in Nabnasset village. Stay tuned. WestfordCAT News is next. I'm Tracy Tebro, a WestfordCAT board member. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you to sign up for our email alerts to get the latest Westford news articles. Just visit westfordcatnews.org and click on the red subscribe button in the upper right corner. One quick correction. The winner of the Ride for Live, Run for Live on July 14th was Michael Tabor, not Mark. An historic black oak tree, possibly dating back to the 1700s, may be facing the end of its life. With the yellow tape surrounding it, the tree has been deemed unsafe by an arborist who used an ultrasound device to determine that 55 inches of the 79-inch diameter of the trunk is hollow. The tree sits between the J.V. Fletcher Library and the First Parish Church United. Library Director Ellen Rainville said it could be the black oak cited in a 1744 deed for land sold to the town for a militia training ground around the town common.
We found a deed. We believe that the tree has been there since at least 1744. She has seen a lot. She's ancient now. I think we need to think of her as being on hospice. We need to take steps. I'm afraid I left the news coming here to see news photos of trees all over Harwich, Yarmouth, and Dennis because a tornado had gone through. And I think, this is one of the big concerns, knowing that the tree has what they call included bark. So it has all these folds and it has all these twists and it has this scar tissue where the heavy branches are not mechanically well supported.
I do believe in the history with the library trustees that they've done their due diligence on this tree, and over the decades we have followed the recommendations of the arborists of trying to make this tree last as long as it possibly can. And it's unfortunately a tree is a living thing, and this tree here it is really come to the end of its life, and before it does any harm to anybody or anything, the recommendation is to take it down.
No, it's terribly sad, but it sounds like you've taken a very responsible course here, so thank you for doing that.
Sorry to have to hear the sad news, but thank you for taking care of the tree and bringing forward the responsible recommendation for us.
Thank you.
All right. Well, people are welcome to email me, as they've already begun to, and we'll look at everyone's ideas and see what we can do to say goodbye properly.
Right.
Here's News Director Joyce Paulino Crane with another highlight from the Selectmen's meeting.
Thanks, Tracy. After an Air District Court judge rescinded an order by selectmen to euthanize 2 dangerous dogs belonging to Haley Gallagher of Wilson Farm Road, selectmen took the next available action on July 23rd. The board members voted unanimously to enforce 2 options from Mass General Law 140, Section 157. Here's Town Council Greg Corbo making the motion.
I move that the board vote to reaffirm its May 8th, 2019 decision that the dogs known as Windy and Luca, which are owned by Haley Gallagher and kept at 10 Wilson Farm Road, are dangerous dogs, and that the board further order that said dogs shall not be permitted outdoors unless they are securely and humanely muzzled and are kept within a secure fenced-in enclosure from which they cannot escape or unless they are securely and humanely muzzled and restrained with a leash, having a minimum tensile strength of 300 pounds and not exceeding 3 feet in length, held by an adult capable of controlling the dogs.
Watch the entire Selectmen's meeting at WestfordCAT.org. On another note, we have sorrowful news today about Robinson School Principal Kevin Lacoste. The beloved educator suffered a severe spinal cord injury on the weekend of July 20th, 21st, after falling out of a tree in his yard. He was flown by helicopter to Mass General Hospital. A GoFundMe page has been established for him. The page says he is not breathing on his own and has no feeling in his body below his shoulders. He will undergo surgery this week. It's going to be a long and difficult road ahead for the Lacoste family, according to the page. As of July 24th, the page has raised $79,081.
And now for our feature of the week. The Summer School for the Performing Arts will present the musical comedy, the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Here's Unathi Bhatt with more.
I spent the morning of July 23rd at SSPA, also known as the Summer School of Performing Arts. What I saw was lots of rehearsals with singing, dancing, acting, set building, and technical workshops. I spoke with the students and staff to understand what SSPA means to them. What I found was many students feel they can better express themselves through performing and benefit from the confidence it gives them. Students and staff can also develop their interests and learn more about theater through the community SSPA brings together. The program was started in 2006 by Westford Academy Theater Arts Director Michael Towers because he wanted a place for students to enjoy theater and to have experience in theater before potentially joining the Westford Academy Theater Arts program. The summer program is for those entering grades 3 to 12. Next week's performances will be the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at 7:30 p.m. each night inside the WA Main Gymnasium. Sophie Kelly and her chorus line Lily Rogers, Gus Cook, Ellie Bloomberg, and Dylan Lewand rehearsed a number for the Spelling Bee musical. Other performances will be Space Girl, Red, Book of Will, and Goody Bird Green in her true life adventures. For times and dates, visit sspawestford.org.
The Willows restaurant at 75 Brookside Road was extensively damaged on July 21st when the building caught fire just before 2 a.m. 6 engines and a ladder truck responded. Mutual aid came from Tingsboro, Nashua, Chelmsford, Littleton, and Trinity Ambulance. No one was injured, according to a report filed by the Westford Fire Department. The cause of the fire is under investigation. WestfordCAT will bring you any updates. Igor, a 7-year-old bulldog mix, is available for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's WestfordCAT's production coordinator, Patty Stalker, with more.
Described as a gentle giant by the Lowell Humane Society's volunteer coordinator, Marie Belargian, this 103-pound American bulldog mix is looking for his forever home. I stopped by the shelter on July 23rd to meet 7-year-old Igor.
This is Igor. Igor is a 7-year-old American Bulldog mix. He is a gentle giant. He weighs 103 pounds. Igor came to us because there were some changes in the household. A lot of new people were moving in and it wasn't a good fit anymore. They said he is still basically a giant puppy, and we've definitely seen that here at the shelter. He is a very sweet guy. Can get a little bit jumpy sometimes, a little overexcited when he plays. So we are looking to place him with older, sturdy children, you know, ones that his goofball giant self won't knock on the ground. He should not live in a home with cats or small furry things because they are way too fun to chase. And he would probably do well with another doggy friend because he does like to play with other dogs. Again, he can be a little bit on the jumpy side, so he may be too much for some dogs, but he is definitely a big love. Over the last week or so, he's kind of become a shelter favorite with our volunteers. Pretty much everyone has something good to say about Mr. Igor. He also thinks he's a lap dog, and if you sit on the ground, he will try and plunk himself right on your lap, which obviously isn't always the easiest. Hey, bub. What a goofball.
If you think you'd like to provide Igor with his forever home, or would like more information on donating to or volunteering at the Lowell Humane Society, visit them Tuesday through Sunday at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell, or go to lowellhumanesociety.org. Call 978-452-7781. You can also find them on Facebook. For Westford Cat, I'm Patty Stalker.
Can you sit? Sit. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Paw. You know shake? Thank you. You're a goof. You're a goober.
Last weekend was a scorcher. Let's see what weather.com is predicting for the week ahead.
I'm Unnati Bai, a Westford Cat volunteer, with suggestions for things to do around town next week. Mechanical engineer Christian Irwin will pay a visit to the J.V. Fletcher Library on Thursday, August 1st at 7 p.m. to explain the technologies being discussed in the news in his Breaking Science, Renewable Energy presentation. Learn what is meant by the term renewable energy. Get a quick rundown of the Green New Deal. This event is for ages 14 and up and is free of charge. To register, visit westfordlibrary.org or call 978-399-2304. Westford Cat is holding a virtual reality lab open workshops on August 1st, 2nd, and 9th from 1 to 5 p.m. all 3 days right here at our studio at 487 Groton Road. Join the VR craze. Spend an hour or two experiencing emerging 360 3D video technology. We offer a variety of STEAM applications, including Job Simulator, Beat Saber, and the Lab for ages 10 and up. One-time slots are $25 each. Bring a friend for an additional $15 per hour. Register through the Rodenbush Community Center at rodenbush.org. Help stuff the Jeep for the Westford Food Pantry at the Farmers Market on July 30th to show support for the 75 seniors who use it each month. Bring a non-perishable food item from your pantry to help with this important summer community food drive. The Jeep SUV will be located along Lincoln Street. Help spread the word. For more information, call the Cameron Senior Center at 978-692-5523. Back to you, Tracy.
That's it for now, Westford. We leave you with Lisa Sama moderating a reading on July 21st of Declaring Independence Then and Now at the Westford Museum. The program was sponsored jointly by Freedom's Way and the American Antiquarian Society, in which citizen historians research how individuals within their communities debated and responded to the Declaration of Independence.
For over 240 years, we have wrestled with fulfilling the Declaration's promises of liberty and equality. The challenges are with us still: to secure liberty, to ensure equality before the law, and to provide the means for all to pursue their full potential and their happiness. The Declaration is a living document. It draws its vitality from each generation's pursuit of liberty and equality. We have contested: does liberty apply to slaves? Equality to women? What are the rights of immigrants? Is equal justice ensured across races, across religious creeds? Do all have an equal voice and equal power of representation? What does equality mean in society divided by class and wealth? Does poverty jeopardize liberty? Does liberty imply essential rights to health, education, and welfare? Under what conditions do we forfeit the promised rights to liberty and equality? When our government falls short of ensuring liberty and equality, what regress do we have for our grievances, and how do we exercise that? We are heirs of this obligation to redeem the promises of the Declaration of Independence. So I ask all of you, how are we doing?